It is May 30th, 2021. I've been working on this project since I think January 3rd, beginning of the year. And this is where I'm at. I want this project to be done before the 27th of June is kind of the e30 picnic. And, you know, not only do I just want the car done because I've been working on it a long time for me, but it would be nice to be able to drive this car to the picnic rather than just kind of go and look at everyone else's cars. So here's where it's at. I got the front suspension all on. Everything's done. Ground control coilovers that go down to these kind of large Z3M front suspension brakes. Island Engineering sway bar and stainless steel lines. This is all reinforced. The whole front subframe is reinforced. And yeah, poly bushings front and back. The trailing arms will be poly, and the differential mount. I've just got these hanging around. They're also Condor, so I'm gonna put those in. These have the long end link connectors that go up to there. This has all been kind of texturized, rubber texturized. All the rust and weld repair stuff is done. Motors in, transmissions in. I've got the front brake lines done. That was a thing. I mean, I would have liked to use the original lines, but they weren't good at the connecting ends, and they're already cut to length. I couldn't just cut a piece off and fix them, so reflare them. So what I did was I got this line and then just kind of rerouted. I mean, the truth is this is an E90 booster, so where they would have connected is all different anyways. And I've seen, little kind of 6-inch connectors for the old way to the new way, but I didn't like that, and I already had to do new lines, so here we are. I ended up doing this kind of coil thing, which I've done for electrical projects I've had, but I haven't done on brake lines. So I particularly like it here because, for electrical wiring, looming the wires like this just makes it, tidy and just makes it so the wires aren't all loose and crazy. But in this case, it actually made routing these a little easier too, because I could coil this as much as I needed and then connect it. And then once I know what route it wants to take, I just uncoil or coil up a little bit more to get this to go in here and then out in the same kind of plane. So it's, I don't know, it worked for me. After this is all done, I've got to mount kind of an electric fan. All the components here, I'm going to start with the cooling system, and once that's all done, I can start kind of wiring in all the wiring, and then kind of build up the final components. I opted to, so I had power steering originally, and then my last E30 didn't have power steering, and I liked it a lot. I liked it for highway kind of speed stuff. And then, well, anyway, I'm going to try it again. My old rack was a 95 M3 rack. Maybe it was a Z3 rack. Either way, this one's a 330 Ci yellow label rack, so I think it's going to be more of a pain in the butt for like parking. Definitely, but I also think that it might be really nice and stable at speeds over 5 miles an hour. So I'm gonna give it a shot. If I do, I've got all the equipment to go back to power steering if I want, but so far I'm gonna give that a go. Since there's no pulley here, the serpentine belt, I've seen people use kind of like a dead pulley or a free whatever. What I opted to do, apparently this Mini Cooper, whatever year, I can't remember, serpentine belt fits this routing with tension when there's no power steering pulley. So all I have to do is put this on, And that's going to solve that. It'll be really kind of clean up there, and there won't be just an unnecessary pulley, you know, for no reason. All the rust repairs done. I ended up doing a little bit of lightweight body filler in just a couple low spots, maybe here too. And now I can prime everything, you know. I'm gonna prime one last time, so all the little parts and anything else that needs primer is all gonna happen on the same day. And then I'm gonna come through with I think it's called Raptor liner, and just rubber texturize this lower part, and then paint body color on anything else that's exposed. The inside is, I think it's gonna come together pretty quick. All I really have to do is reroute the wiring on the inside, and then put down sound deadening on the whole floor. And then I'm gonna take the door cards off and put sound deadening in all the 4 doors as well. And then carpet goes in. Seating, I can't find sports seats. I kind of made a mistake, and I sold the comfort seats, you know, because I just planned on putting sports seats in here, and so I sold those ones. But in retrospect, I could have kept them as emergency backups, because right now I've got a car with no front seats, and I've only got a limited time to find seats online to source them, and sports seats are just crazy cost right now. But I mean, I kind of have to do it, because they're the seats that I'm looking for the car. Unfortunately, I'm not finding those anywhere. What I am finding are, I thought about, okay, I could do E36 Vader seats, but I can't do that. So what I thought, what's available for like $150 for a pair are 2011 seats, you know, comfort, black leather, all power seats. They're definitely more modern than the car probably wants. I know people have done them. I'm sure there's some debate, and everyone's got an opinion on them. And the truth is, my opinion on them is probably that I would rather have period correct seats for this car anyways, but they're really cheap. I'm going to have to make some kind of an adapter bracket. But apparently the power is just delivered through just a 12-volt wire and a ground. 2 wires to power the seats. So that's easy enough. So I think I'll do it for now, and then I can just sell them later. I mounted the gas tank. That just happened, so that was kind of a relief. It's been out for a while. It's been out forever. And I also got the rear brake lines done. So they're installed, and they've got stainless steel lines that come to what will be another set of stainless steel lines that go to the hard line that goes to the rear Z3M, kind of wide, big axle rear end. So that's, I've got like 3 or 4 weeks. I really have 4 weeks, and I think that 4 weeks is enough time to finish everything. And I really hope it is, because I really am planning on finishing this project in June, and we're just about in June, so we'll see how it goes. But this is the end of May.